I participated in a live entertainment show, playing a word-guessing game with the famous actress Sky Frost. I gestured energetically to her, pretending we were a couple in love. Out of the blue, I raised my hand and slapped her face, then asked what this action was called. Her face flushed red and she gritted out for words as a reward. She kept guessing, telling me to slap her even harder. I called her hubby and thanked her for the favor, leaving the host stunned. The comment section on the screen exploded. My whole body went numb, my face darkened, and I shouted a forward idiom at Sky Frost. A forward idiom. She stared at me intently. She kept throwing out bizarre answers: you love, I consent. Lovers' mutual affection. Passionate longing. Rhythmic harmony, leaving the host and guests bewildered. My God, you're talking so fast, my heart aches. I yelled at the staff, skip it, skip it, skip it. The next question, the answer was ex-lover, and my vision darkened. I stubbornly opened my mouth, still keeping the earlier pretense. If we broke up, what would she be to me? 2 words. Sky Frost thought for a moment. She gently lifted her chin and answered, lover, dog, liquor. The scene fell even quieter. The guests showed strange expressions, covering their mouths, trying not to laugh. The comment section went wild with frenzy. Wild Flame, stop pretending. If you keep pretending, it'll be too thrilled, want I. Who turned Sky Frost into this? Reasonably suspecting the previous question. In my heart, I must have been thinking, thank you, master. Because my girlfriend is exactly this damn type, haha. Very down to earth. Sky Frost, regardless of black or white, thinks everything is yellow. No one saw her looking at me. When she said rhythmic harmony, her tone was so peculiar. My fans don't get involved. As beautiful as Sky Frost, after winning awards, she wants to ride the fame. Check if your own house is worthy first. The guy above is an idiot. It's just to show why so serious. Don't like it, get lost. I took a deep breath, suppressing the speechless expression that made me want to twitch. I think if she's not foolish, she's deliberately spouting nonsense. She leaned back in her chair. Her posture was relaxed. Seeing me angry, she slightly curled her lips and said dryly, crazy, go backstage. I was speechless and walked into the break room because I lost the game with Sky Frost. Now my face was covered in whipped cream. Even after wiping it with a towel, it still felt sticky. The break room wasn't lit. Out of habit, I reached for the switch. A click sounded. Without any warning, a figure appeared. Right after a soft, fragrant body threw itself into my arms. Sky Frost pressed close, licking a bit of cream off my cheek. She gave an excellent review. Recently, I got a new phone. Watching my immersive videos feels especially satisfying. How do people handle upgrading devices? I found out that Recycle recently partnered with national subsidies. They issued big recycling vouchers. My iPhone 15 was picked up by Recycle at my doorstep and sold for over $5,200. They now recycle all sorts of things, like tablets, laptops, tech products, LV bags, or luxury watches. Recycle takes them all. In short, for recycling old stuff, I recommend Recycle. It's sweet. Pervert. I wiped the corner of my mouth. Sarcastically, I didn't expect Miss Sky to be so infatuated, clinging to her ex-boyfriend like that. In the dim light, I couldn't see Sky Frost's eyes clearly. I only heard her soft laugh. I remember the reason you broke up with me was because you had schizophrenia. The personality I liked was swallowed up and gone. But unfortunately, recently I've taken a liking to your main personality. As soon as she finished speaking, urgent knocking came from behind you to the mix. Still on what's this about Vbong GC Fat? I jolted and looked down. Sure enough, the mic behind my back was still flashing. My heartbeat barely calmed, spiked again. Beyond the limit. My mind went blank for a moment. A buzzing sound rang out. It's over, the whole world will know. There's something between me and Sky Frost. I pursed my lips tightly, holding my breath, not daring to make a sound, afraid of being recorded further. But Sky Frost wickedly leaned down, breathing lightly into the mic on my collar. In an innocent voice, big brother, everyone's heard now, what do we do? On purpose? She was absolutely on purpose. After Sky Frost spoke, she deftly turned off the blinking light and smartly closed the door. That line won't be added, right? This girl changes faces so fast. The noise in my ears gradually faded. The staff probably sensed the awkward atmosphere and dispersed one by one. Why didn't anyone come save me? I held back, pushing Sky Frost away with effort. This time she started pretending to be good. Giggling, she stepped back a few paces. What does she want? I want you to give me a reason for the breakup. A reasonable one in line with basic human understanding. Not too much to ask, right? Just that simple. I rolled my eyes, immediately hatching a bad plan. I'm getting married soon. Through a matchmaker. Are you satisfied with this reason? Sky Frost slightly pursed her lips. Good. Got it. So want to come to my place for dinner tonight? And try me out while you're at it. Listen to that, what kind of talk is this? But the word try sounds tempting. Humph, what am I thinking? Don't you get it? I said I'm getting married. We've broken up. Sky Frost's expression was calm as water. Her tone carried a hint of coaxing. You're just about to marry someone else. How does that affect me licking you? I already said earlier, lover or dog liquor, I'm fine with either. Or how about I cook dinner for your dad tonight? Bring that damn fiancé of yours. We'll eat together. The more we talk, the more natural it'll be. Finally, she stood up, leaving one last line. If you don't come, it'll come find you. But if the paparazzi catch us, and weird rumors spread, I won't take responsibility. Looking at her retreating figure, a sense of unease spread from my spine. My God, what kind of trouble have I stirred up? The first time I met Sky Frost was at the script reading for the film Star System. She wore an all-black outfit. The only accessory was a diamond stud in her left ear. Her aura was sharp and oppressive. Throughout the session, she was cold and spoke little. Even when she did, it was extremely brief. I observed her all day. Conclusion: fake. With a personality as unpleasant as Sky Frost's, she dared to compete with that guy Scholar Win, fighting for resources and still hyped up by fans to the skies. Beauty that topples kingdoms. Flawless skin. I thought it was all baseless nonsense. Blind eyes, crazed hearts. That day after work ended, I successfully struck up a conversation with Sky Frost. Miss Sky, I have a question for you. It might be a bit abrupt. Don't get mad. Sky Frost stopped walking. She gestured for me to continue. I cleared my throat, trying to hide my inner Antiphon nature. Do you have a boyfriend? Seeing her surprised, I quickly added, since we're the male and female leads, we have a lot of scenes together. I'm asking to get a sense of things, so I can control the level of interaction later. Sky Frost pondered. No. What about a girlfriend? Are you sure you're completely single? I didn't believe her asking back. My face broke into a bright smile, but my heart was utterly dark. I didn't believe the rumors were just passing wind. Spending the night with an internet celebrity, holding hands with a close female friend, selling herself for resources. One of them had to be true. Once I dug it up, she'd be done for sinking to the bottom of the lake. Sky Frost narrowed her eyes. With a touch of distance, wild flame. I don't want us to have any relationship outside of work. Nor do I play the couple game in the crew. Don't waste your time on me. With that, she turned and walked away. My head was full of question marks. Did she think I asked because I liked her? Theft, narcissistic maniac. After joining the crew, the pressure of filming was intense. I barely had time to sleep, but I still diligently dug for Sky Frost's scandals, painstakingly noting down her annoying traits. April 18, Sky Frost's face was puffy in the morning. No class. May 6, Sky Frost is a sea fish, doesn't eat river fish. Picky eater. May 21, Sky Frost wiped her hands 800 times a day with wet wipes. Mousy turtle. Digging and digging, just these things. Nothing more explosive. So I tried taking ugly photos of her for memes. But Sky Frost was insanely sensitive to cameras. Every time I raised my phone, she looked over. Her expression a mix of strangeness and resignation. Finally, she quietly turned away. This was indeed tough. Before I could make Sky Frost look pathetic, the key scene was ready to shoot. I had to suppress my urge to spit in her face, and went to rehearse with her. Miss Sky, free tonight. Let's go over tomorrow's scene. I pretended to be earnest, eyes wide open. Sky Frost slowly sized me up. sparing words like gold. Come to my room. Would a few more words killed her? Acting cool all day. That night, I threw on my last jacket and knocked on her door, afraid Sky Frost would misunderstand, thinking I was using work as an excuse to flirt. Sky Frost opened the door, looked at me for a bit, and frowned. Are you cold? My face flushed. Hard, steady, weak constitution. Should I turn off the AC? No, you're really thoughtful. I wanted to cry but had no tears. Quickly pulled out the script, wanting to wrap up fast. Sky Frost saw my actions and suddenly laughed. What's so funny? Why do you look like an elementary school kid? Colorful notes brighter than a rainbow. Her smile barely reached her eyes. Sky Frost stood on the edge, the scent distinct. I snapped back in irritation. This is called being serious. Yeah, seriously drawing an outstandingly ugly figure. Sky Frost raised her hand, casually pointing at the scribbled drawing in the script. A small figure with long, messy hair, pointy, elongated face, distorted, chaotic features, like a pizza covered in fur. I laughed too, spreading my arms to let Sky Frost see better. In an innocent tone, is it really that ugly and funny? But I drew it based on you, Miss Sky. Assistant Love said it looks just like you. Sky Frost visibly froze, incredulous, looking at me, then at the ugly little figure. I thoughtfully apologized. Sorry. It must be my poor drawing skills. Miss Sky, in others' eyes, you're definitely not like this. Sky Frost turned her face away. Let's rehearse the script. Yes, I won a round. Though Sky Frost isn't much, her work attitude is quite serious. I quickly got into character, gesturing wildly, analyzing the character's psychology bit by bit, considering the tone of the lines. In this scene, I shouldn't follow the script. Touching her. After thinking my deeply loved one had died, I kept seeing beautiful illusions. Couldn't help but touch, but in the end, they just vanished like bubbles. So when she really returned, I didn't dare believe it. The more real the scene, the more I resisted touching, just to greedily feel a bit of warmth, not wanting to wake from the dream. The more I spoke, the more excited I got. My hand on Sky Frost's waist unconsciously wandered. She was dressed simply, wearing only a thin sweater. Her skin was warm, the sensation vivid. I could feel the skin under my hand. It felt amazing. Firm flesh. Not an ounce of extra fat. Could the hyped up ABS be real? Even if they were, they're definitely gym-crafted in a rush. Assembly line goods. Wait, the room's temperature seems to be rising. My throat felt a bit dry. My palms started sweating. Sky Frost really has no eye for detail. Didn't even prepare a glass of water. I completely lost focus, not noticing Sky Frost's face darkening like ink. Enjoying the touch, I stiffly replied, just so-so. Sky Frost couldn't take it anymore and swatted my hand away. Enough! You can leave now. She bluntly pushed me out, slamming the door without a hint of ladylike grace. Hey, what about the ideas I just shared? Through the door, she raised her voice, her tone slightly elevated to, you're right. I got it. Well, shoot it like that tomorrow. Star System Scene 23 Season 5 action. The one I longed for day and night was right before me, but I was cowardly, not daring to touch. Afraid of losing her, afraid of waking from the dream, until my knees buckled, leaning against the cold pavilion railing. Snow fell, covering my face, mingling with the tears that melted away. I begged her, don't come closer. Don't let me touch her. Don't disappear again. I slumped into the chair. Tears of sorrow streamed down. The rest of the words I couldn't utter. Sky Frost slowly approached, kneeling on one knee before me. At this angle, I looked down at her just right. She said nothing. As if to prove something, she reverently lifted my face, tilted her head up. Her nose brushed past mine. A current ran through my spine, numbing me. My eyelashes couldn't help but tremble. Sky Frost slightly pulled back. Waiting for me to exhale, she leaned in again. Her warm lips grazed my cheek gently, wiping away the remaining tears. In the snowy wind, Sky Frost's stunning brows and eyes were inches away. Whether it was an illusion or the makeup, today's Sky Frost looked thinner, more enchanting. As if between us, there truly were years of separation, as in the script. Sky Frost's right thumb touched my lips, restrained yet carefully, kissing through it. Across her fingertip, the kiss felt only light. She smiled, eyes teary. If you don't stop, I'll kiss you for real. This scene passed. Perfect. The director's voice boomed through the loudspeaker across the set. The cinematographer quickly wrapped up and slipped away. I sat in the chair to deepen character, needing time to calm down. Sky Frost stood up watching me from the side. Her aura returned to its usual indifference. This acting style of yours takes a lot of effort. My eyes red, I glared at her fiercely. Don't you have any empathy? Saying such cold words. I didn't want to deal with her. Stood up to leave. The next second, a soft, fragrant body suddenly hugged me. If you want to touch my ABS, go ahead. If it makes you happier. My head was full of dark lines. Does she really think I'm a pervert? After that day, my relationship with Sky Frost seemed to ease up. At least we could talk calmly. Not bad. Paralyzing the enemy is the first step to success. Wait for Sky Frost to lower her guard. She'll definitely reveal a fatal weakness ahead. Scholar, when wait for me a bit longer. It'll definitely help you clear the obstacles in your path. As filming reached the later stages, the platform arranged an official media interview to gather material for after the broadcast. After serious talk, we started playing games. A chemistry challenge. Sky Frost and I had to write answers on boards. For the host's questions, matching answers earned points. An old-fashioned format, unavoidable. Questions about the crew and our personal habits, giving future CP fans some treats. I wasn't too interested, because for someone who studied Sky Frost as thoroughly as me, immersed to the smallest detail, this was too easy. Question: what does Sky Frost dislike eating? Without thinking, I wrote immediately. Sky Frost's answer matched mine perfectly. Question: to what item does Sky Frost always carry when going out? Our answers matched again. Alcohol wipes. Question 3: what feature am I most proud of? I confidently wrote my answer. Saw Sky Frost glance at me. Her writing expression looked like she was gritting her teeth. Answers matched drawing. This time the host got excited. Looks like you two know each other very well. Now for the final question. Very tough. For Wild Flame. Is there an idol in the industry you like? If so, who? My god, isn't this the perfect chance to publicly confess to Scholar when my love hell finally see it? I was so excited my face turned red. Took several deep breaths to barely calm down. Seriously wrote down those 3 words. Looked up and met Sky Frost's passing glance. What's with the staring? Want to copy my answer? Since we were in front of the camera, I couldn't be too harsh on her. I just gave a gentle smile. I wrote honestly. Miss Sky, just write based on your understanding of me. Sky Frost let out a soft breath, casually drew a few strokes on her board, then held it up. The host spoke while directing. The camera zoomed in on both boards. I wrote Scholar when Sky Frost drew an arrow, pointing straight at her own face. Sky Frost suddenly turned to look at me. Her pupils seemed to quake. The staff froze for a second too. So, Miss Sky thinks my idol is her. With the host's question, the whole set burst into laughter. The supporting actress, who's close with her, bluntly stepped up to tease Miss Sky Frost. Do you know the biggest delusions in life? 1. The phone's vibrating. 2. Tomorrow will be better. 3. He likes me. Ha ha ha. I'm dying of laughter. Her chest heaved dramatically. Her fingers touched her brow. A face full of I can't live like this, no way, right? This person. Earlier, she thought I wanted to play crew couple with her. Now, she couldn't guess I'm a die-hard fan of Scholar when truly shamelessly thick-skinned, completely unaware of herself. I mentally rolled my eyes then. Decided to give Sky Frost some face to keep paralyzing her. I didn't write Miss Sky because I was afraid she'd get cocky. This question can wait until the film airs, then ask again. Everyone wait and see. Will my answer change by then? Winking at the camera, pretending we were just creating show effects. Perfectly covered it up. Sky Frost. Think me am both handsome and kind-hearted. From late spring to early autumn, as filming neared completion, I didn't dig up a single scandal. Failure, a massive failure. And Sky Frost was getting more and more normal. Thirsty. Before I could reach out, she handed me a cup of water. Hot. Without calling, she brought out a fan. Hungry. Before I could speak, she ordered delicious food. Not to mention fixing my collar. Before after shooting shed hide in her trailer. Couldn't even chat. Now she's lingering in front of me every day. Behaving like a proper lady. Truly gifted at being ordinary. Fine, life's not that hard. Just learn to let go. The last 2 days in the crew, let's just have fun. No more bothering with Sky Frost. The night before wrapping a rare moment of free time, I curled up in my trailer watching Scholar when stunning videos, and left reckless comments with my side account kinda handsome. Spit to mark my spot, can I kiss him? It'll give him 96 points. Next time it'll give him a perfect score. After writing, I giggled stupidly for a while before snapping out of it. Sky Frost was standing in front of me. Her expression unreadable. The assistant had left at some point. In the spacious trailer, it was just me and her. I put away my smile. What's up? She sat down across from me, cleared her throat. A bit nervous, I want to apologize to you about the script thing. That day at the script reading, the narcissistic thing. It's been 800 years. Bringing it up now. I kept a calm face. It's fine. Sky Frost got a response, but didn't leave. Just stared at me. Her eyes unusually bright. I grew suspicious. What do you really want? Sky Frost slightly straightened up. Her expression serious. What I mean is, I want a relationship with you beyond work. Like boyfriend and girlfriend, is that okay? I froze on the spot. What? My thoughts halted for half a second. My face twitched under the shock and doubt. I didn't know what to say. Could only watch Sky Frost get closer and closer. Her exquisite face zoomed in before my eyes, carrying an unusual gentleness. Can you like me again? She spoke as if I'd liked her before. But Sky Frost was too good at using her advantages. Her big eyes looked innocent and pure. Seeing me silent, she grabbed my sleeve with her fingers, gently shaking it. Our skin faintly brushed, sparking a wave of excitement. My God, no way, what's she doing? I opened my mouth uselessly, still speechless. Sky Frost seemed very understanding. No worries, you can think it over carefully. This is a wrap gift for you. Hope you like it. Not until Sky Frost left the trailer did I finally breathe a sigh of relief. My body could move freely again. Damn, is this woman a fox spirit? On the table in front of me was a new decorative item, a delicate miniature independent house, encased in a glass dome. The details were incredibly realistic. Looking through the window, I could even see a bouquet of pink flowers on the tea table, made by Sky Frost herself. She has this talent too. I picked it up and fiddled with it. Found the wooden base felt rough. Twisting it lightly revealed a small compartment. I pulled out a key wrapped in a note. The writing on the note was small and flowing. I asked many people what's needed to confess love. The answers were countless. I didn't know which was best, so I tried them all. Gifting a little house. Inside there's a garden, a gaming room, a dressing room, and a few skilled chefs. So films, watches, supercars, and gourmet food, you'd have them all. Should suit your taste. Sky Frost, hesitating even a bit. Is disrespectful to money. It took me just 0.01 seconds to decide. Letting Sky Frost fall for an Antiphon like me, living in her big house, using her money to buy gifts for her rival. Isn't that the ultimate revenge? This move is called enduring hardship to bide time. Body in KOS camp, heart in Hans. Sky Frost, don't leave yet. I agree. Blood rushed to my head. I quickly stepped out of the trailer. Turning back, Sky Frost was leaning against the trailer door, smiling brightly. You thought it through carefully, deliberately waiting for me here, right? The consequence of impulsiveness is endless regret. At first, I was just bored, wanting to toy with feelings and make some money on the side. The entertainment industry is a mix of truth and lies. Who really loves who? But why is Sky Frost getting more and more serious? She wouldn't actually cling to me, would she? If she finds out I'm her Antiphon, and love turns to hate TSK, I can't imagine the scene. 36 strategies fleeing is the best. Even Han Din endured hardship. I'm not foolish enough to jump into this muddy water for a decade. I made up a random breakup reason, grabbed the money and bolted. Then she went crazy. The show was live. The mic wasn't off and the whole world heard her words. In less than half an hour, Sky Frost and I dominated the trending searches. In my past life, I broke up with Sky Frost. Sky Frost fought to be a lover. In schizophrenic. Does schizophrenia make you violently hit people? Isn't that last one a bit much? Netizens watched the drama not minding a big fuss. They chimed in saying Sky Frost's words were so sweet. My mind raced through countless defenses. If she's sweet, I'm done for. Reasonable guess. It's probably because I didn't wipe the cream off my face. Hey ha! The guy above, how do you know she didn't lick elsewhere? This breakup reason is worth collecting. Laughing to death him as hopeless as a woman. Can't they see I still have feelings in my heart? I just made up a reason to break up. Sky Frost still loves me in her heart. Blah blah, I don't get it, something about wanting to kiss. Can't you kiss after breaking up? I don't believe it, hubby, even if you hurt me it's fine. The thrill comes before your slap. Some even guessed a fresh kiss. My eyes darkened just looking at it. Heaven and earth be damned. Looks like I have to find Sky Frost. At least to discuss how to clarify this mess. No escaping, truly no escaping. Sky Frost usually lives in a famous downtown area. During rush hour, traffic jams in the city center. In the dim light, I sat in the car slowly heading to her place. The phone beside me rang. It was manager Summer Strong. Hello. Strong, don't worry. I'm heavily disguised. Going to Sky Frost's, I won't get caught. I'll definitely escape this wave of public opinion. Summer Strong on the other end chuckled twice. Haha. You're about to drown and still think of escaping. Go online. Your little fan account got dug up. Now you Sky Frost and Scholar Wen. Fans of all three are in a war. It's like World War II. The company can't suppress it even if they try. I froze on the spot. My fingers trembling as I switched pages. My little fan account was prominently on the trending searches. The things I said bad-mouthing Sky Frost, even dragged out as a side topic. My and Sky Frost's homepages completely collapsed. What a thrilling novel. My boyfriend is an antiphon. Sky Frost likes me dumb, likes me mean to her. Even if she gets criticized, she still wants to say I'm her ideal type. Chasing an idol with one hand, toying with feelings with the other. Both rival and lover are beauties. Just thinking about it is exhilarating. Crazy. Isn't it true? One side's cheating, clinging to Scholar Wen. The other's deceiving Sky Frost for gain. The guy above, why does Sky Frost need your scrutiny? Chasing idols is just emotional projection. Did you really marry your idol? I love whoever I want. Anyway, as long as Sky Frost doesn't know I'm her antiphon, that's deception. Truly disgusting and low. She might even be secretly sabotaging her under the guise of being her boyfriend. Public opinion spread at lightning speed. Those in the industry who dislike me just want to rush up and mock me. I suspect they're paying to boost my exposure. Now even passers-by are chanting Flower Sky Hunt. Curious if she knew beforehand. As the car turned into the community gate, Sky Frost's latest post on her homepage. I know everything, we're just normally in love. Hey's great. Don't speculate too much. But clearly she didn't know. Sky Frost's house still had its old decor. Even the blind box I casually tossed in the shoe cabinet last time was still there. Sky Frost was preparing drinks at the bar. She glanced up at me. Why didn't you bring your fiancé? I prepared a lot of dishes. Still not over this. You're still in the mood to eat. I didn't engage. Opening my mouth to get to the point. About the online stuff. I think this. We both post to clarify the breakup. Suppress the public opinion. Don't let it get too ugly. What do you think? Sky Frost brought over a freshly made fruit juice. Set it on the table, her expression calm, not good. Sit down and eat. Fuming, can we still talk nicely? Holding back my anger. My tone was quite displeased. Now that you know everything, you should understand you and I were just playing around. Why do you keep clinging to me? The juice glass hit the table. A clink sounded. Sky Frost's face turned cold as she walked around, step by step closing in on me, until I had no way to retreat. My thighs hit the edge of the dining table. My mind was in chaos. What are you doing? Trying to rob me to escape? Skyfrost sighed almost helplessly. She leaned down, took my hand, and placed it on her cheek, gently tilting her head, rubbing against my palm. I don't care about those things. What does Scholar when have I have it to? What Scholar when doesn't have I can have to? Instead of asking why I keep clinging to you, why not ask why you keep pushing me away? Clearly, you still like me a little, don't you? The distance between us was as close as it could get. The heat was so intense it felt like an illusion, making the air itself distort. I clenched my teeth, completely breaking down. You're too good to me. The truths, if hidden, only make me panic because I'm not worthy. Afraid of sinking in, afraid I can't leave you. Afraid you'll discover the real me and push me away first. Skyfrost, satisfied, slightly curled her lips. If that's the case, shouldn't you give me another chance, so we can be together without hiding anything? My God, why do I feel like I dug my own grave? No matter how I explain, it doesn't work. Skyfrost seemed certain of the answer. In a great mood, she held my hand and pulled me to the balcony. Far off were the dazzling skyscrapers along the river. At that moment, for some reason, all the light displays on the building's facades turned orange, warm golden hues, dyeing the night sky as radiant as a sunset. Skyfrost looked in that direction too, softly reciting, "Have you heard this poem? I want to live with you in a small town, sharing endless sunsets and ringing bells. In that town's inn, the ancient bell chimes faintly, like time dripping away. Sometimes at dusk, from a room on the top floor, a flute plays. The flutist stands by the window blooming with large tulips. Following her recitation's rhythm, the lights kept shifting. Golden rays danced on the river's surface, like a sunset or a sunrise. Then music suddenly played endlessly, life forever in this dreamy, radiant scene." Skyfrost slowly read the final line. "At this moment, if you don't love me, I want mine." She tilted her head, her pupils bright as amber. "So want to try again? If you don't love me now, it's okay. Don't worry, it'll push you away first. Don't fear, my love will be simple. You can ask for any guarantee, moral or legal. It'll give you all the control." My heart beat faster, stronger than ever. Each pulse echoed in my ears. I stood dazed, hearing myself softly reply, "Okay." Skyfrost is truly a fox spirit. My God, my enchantress. I dragged my slippers, stepping out of the master bedroom. Skyfrost was cheerfully standing by the large window, basking in the sunlight. On the phone, "I can't make today's beauty appointment. No reason. Just that my hubby used me a bit too hard." I annoyedly stepped up and kicked her. Skyfrost wasn't fazed. Quickly said with a laugh, hanging up. "I need to serve my hubby and help him wash his face. With eternal singles like you, there's really nothing to talk about." Humph, as if she wasn't single before. I crossed my arms, telling her not to get smug. Hurry up and think of a solution. The public opinion out there is still raging. Skyfrost looked up, her triumph undeniable. "Aren't you a fan of Scholar Wen? Why didn't you keep up with his updates?" My head was full of question marks as I opened my phone. "Last night at 9, while I was busy working hard." Scholar Wen replied to a netizen's comment. He said, "We're all friends. In just a little lover. It's not that serious. Everyone don't get too excited." I couldn't believe it, blinking rapidly. "Wow. How much did you spend to bribe my rival? Might as well give it all to me. I'm willing to take a bit more hate." Hey ha! Can't it be that he and I are actually close? Skyfrost raised an eyebrow, lazily leaning on the sofa. "We knew each other from our civilian days. Later we signed with different companies. The bosses of the two companies don't get along. Our career paths overlapped. So bad rumors started. I immediately teared up, rushing over. Skyfrost, my dear sister, can you arrange a meeting with him? Let's have a meal together." "No way! How about his contact info? A signed photo? I want a signed photo. His handwriting isn't as nice as mine." My throat was hoarse from begging. Skyfrost remained unmoved. I grabbed her to strong points, threatening hard. "Hey, yesterday you said you didn't mind." "He doesn't mind. That doesn't mean I have to push you toward a rival." Skyfrost explained very bluntly. I was out of moves. Logic weak, spirit strong, I challenged her. So what do you want to agree? She leaned in, pulling me down onto the sofa, then casually draped a leg over my shoulder. So bold. Wait, my eyes accidentally caught. She's wearing a nightgown with nothing underneath. I immediately flew into a rage, about to reach out when Skyfrost draped her other leg over too. Her legs locked tightly, completely secure. I made a face like I'd devour her, glaring. She laughed, pulling out from under the sofa a velvet box, taking out two antique silver rings. My mom left them, said to put it on the man I love. She took my hand, slipping on the ring while saying post on Weibo, but not to clarify the breakup, to announce we're in love. I looked down at our clasped hands. Skyfrost also wore the other ring, on the same left finger. They say there's a vein there that leads straight to the heart. Each time blood flows through, love surges. The end.